good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Kansas State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. Dave, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Well, the most insightful analysis I could come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing in zone, I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Rebels are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Get in right now, boys. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Touchdown, Rebels! They grab the early lead. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly to run it back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Johnson wants to throw it. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go right back to it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. The 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover 1 and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside 3rd of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Kansas City, number 3, in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Under fire! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown! Oh, man! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something to get out.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Grab behind the line. It's Bradley. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Whipped up on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. When he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Made a defender miss. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
On the ground, it's Edwards. Shoots his way for more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That's caught. It's dribbling. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's right. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's complete. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They finish it off with a little gadget play to get into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Johnson looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback keeper. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hines is tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Got it in the middle. It's right. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Wallace. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's right. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, man. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Rollins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting him with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
The screen, he can go. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there? He's down to the 37. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lee.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Rebels have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fit it in the window for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
To add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Got room to work. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Completes it in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. He'll go to the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. All ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
By the receiver.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Johnson looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the quarterback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Surging forward on the sneak. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Edwards. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Backed up now, here's second and long. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting the field.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
28, Kansas State, 17.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Running back searching for a hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Diggs. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They boot it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. On the run, it's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, and watch out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. On the run, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think at this point in the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Oakland. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. From the shotgun, the inside give. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for the score. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Number 12.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He wants to throw it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That keeps the score. Ole Miss 28, Kansas State 23.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.